Ewonu ndị ọma na-ege ntị ọ bụ n'ọnụ kwube ka ị na n'olu anyị n'ụbọchị taa. Aka m bụ Maazi Ogbonnaya. Isiokwu anyị ga-eleba anya taa, the topic of today is the origin of the Igbo people. The origin of the Igbo. This is a complex topic. You know, there are a lot of controversial theories as regard where the Igbo people came from. Some persons say that the Igbo people came from Jew, the Jewish origin, lost tribe of God. I've been a Judah. That is one theory. And some persons believe that what he called Igbo recoil. And some persons believe that the Igbo has Egyptian ancestry. I've read it somewhere. And some persons believe that the Igbo people came from Mri, present-day Anambra state. And some persons believe that the Igbo are the Aborigines. They are the origin. They are in fact the owner of the places they are occupying today. Of course, there is migration. Yeah, this is one of the very important topic. There's migration. Persons or people migrated from one place to another. But as Ndi Igbo, who really are we? Are we a lost tribe of Judah or God, according to what some persons are saying? First, I wouldn't want to conclude, say or reach out the conclusion that it's as an insult to Ndi Igbo to say that we are lost tribe, lost people. No. That word is it's an insult to Ndi Igbo. So we cannot be lost people. Now, let me explain some of these theories before I reach into conclusion. Or maybe I say my mind, what I believe about our people, Ndi Igbo. Yoruba, they have their own story. So they have their own history. Some believe that Dududuwa, who is the founder of the Yoruba kingdom or Yoruba people, descended from heaven. He landed, something like that. Now, let's take the Ngri theory. Some persons believe that the Igbo people came from Ngri, and the first person, Eli, when he landed, the land was not strong enough. It was kind of slippery, and he met an Oka blacksmith who hit something like a fork on the ground, and the ground became kind of solid. Though they no longer focus on this oral tradition, because they know that it's faulty. Because you landed somewhere and the land is not strong, and you met an Oka person, that means somebody has been existing in Igbo land, this Oka person, right? Okay, now they refer it to Eli, trace it to God, trace it to Judah in Israel, who is a lost person. This is one kind of topic. The argument is that the Igbo and the Hebrew, they have a cultural relationship, so to say. There's a cultural resemblance, such as circumcision, and all those kind of things, that we have some things in common. And of course, yes, I agree that the Igbo and the Jew, they have some certain things in common. Just ask every other African countries, so to say, people, or every other nation. We are human beings entirely. We have humans have a lot of things in common. Now, okay, that is one. Now let's talk about the Egyptian theory of Igbo origin. Some persons believe that since there is a pyramid located somewhere in Sude and Leja in Enugu State, in Usoka area, and there is a pyramid, Egyptian pyramid. So that means the Igbo people have a kind of ancestry, Egyptian ancestry, something like that. And another theory is Igbo recoil. It's called Igbo recoil. And some persons believe that the Igbo people came from somewhere in the western Nigeria, something like that. And though they said that some persons, some Igbo, some parts, they returned from there, and they existed in Igbo land before they traveled, and then they now came back with other persons. Then they now recoil, rotational motion and physics. They now came back. So this is another story. And there is another existing theories, that's Aboriginal theories of the Igbo. Some say that Uturu, based on the artifacts gotten in Uturu, that Uturu was one of the oldest Igbo town, or so to say. And some persons believe it's in Nsude or Leja in Anambra, in Enugu State, based on the pyramid discovered there. Now, looking at the Hebraic theory of the Igbo origin, if you backdate the Leja pyramid, you see that if you check it very well, it backdated the Egyptian story. Yes, so a lot of archaeologists have carried out a lot of several research on this, or discovery on this issue. Okay, now let's look at I believe that the Igbo people existed in Igbo land. Yeah. So if you want to argue this, I will ask you, who is the first person that got married in Igbo land? Who is the first person that died in Igbo land? Who? Okay? Of course, I believe that there were people who were Aborigines. Of course, I also believe in migration. Maybe some persons might have migrated from the Middle East. They start going until they came to Igbo land. But in the other case, I still believe that there were some persons existing in the land. Again, there were people existing in the land before others now came and joined them. So yes, so far I am not going to criticize any of those theories. People still believe what they want to believe. There are several schools of thoughts. People, but when it comes to origin of Igbo people, I think it's not something we should be sweating about, trying to say that we don't know where we came from. No. We existed. And when they been obodo. Then you look at Ibuku, bronze artifacts from Ibuku in Anambra State, you will discover that Otego, Ndi Igbo biwele, Otego. And the Ibuku is just yesterday compared to Uturu. I think that people don't usually carry a lot of research about Uturu or Kigwe area. If you notice the artifacts, from those places, if you trace it, you know that Otego. So the issue of Igbo history and origin is a complex one. It's a very, very complex one. Though some of them are kind of laughable, but people will still believe what they believe or what they want to believe. So what I would say that Ndi Igbo bu Ndi Igbo. I don't subscribe to the Jewish relationship between Ndi Igbo and Ndi Igbo si Jew labor. Though there might be people that came from Israel, so to say, or Jew that migrated, fine. But they were people that lived here as Aborigines. They were here before any other migration takes place. Of course, I believe that there are some persons that migrated from Kogi. Yeah, some Egala migrated to some part of Enugu, Anambra, Anambra State. I've carried some research on that, and I discovered that some places in Teje, some persons in Teje, they have Igala ancestry, and even some persons in Nsukka, they have Igala ancestry. Even the name are almost the same. And some name of Nsukka, they have some names. Nsukka people have Igala origin, so to say. And I think that is an issue of sociolinguistics language contact. Yes, it's a sociolinguistics phenomenon. It's a language contact issue based on the proximity. Those places like Nsukka is very close to Okay, they have boundary. And don't be surprised, state creation is just a political boundary. Yes, it's a political boundary, because some places in Kogi today, they are Igbo people, but they are carried to Kogi state, just as Benue. I'll talk about that in the next another video. Now, about the origin of Ndi Igbo. The Igbo are the Igbo. Yes, though there are migrations from different places by some persons. Yes, but when Ndi Igbo, they were people that lived in Igbo land before other persons migrated from wherever they came from and joined them. Maybe the persons saying that Igbo are Jews, something like that. Maybe the ancestors came from Jew. Abundi Jew. I thought down here. Maybe my own ancestors. You know, if you trace, I'm Igbo. I'm Jew. Yes, I'm Jew. You can be only Jew, you can be only Ocha, you can be only Soji, you can be only Awasa, you can be only see anything natural. You can be full and fufu apple, natural. You can be, that is fine. But you know, all these theories, different persons believe in these different theories, and I don't blame anybody. You can believe anything you want to believe. You know, that is it. But I'm only Igbo. Origin of Ndi Igbo is Igbo, and Igbo. Yes, because if you want to sweat it too much, I will ask you, who is the first Igbo man to get married, and who is first Igbo man to die? So if you are not able to answer this question, then don't kill yourself trying to know if the Igbo people came from Jew, they fall from the sky, they came from the sea, river, all these things. No, so it's not necessary. And based on what we have, the artifacts we have already, if you check it very well, it backdates Jewish history. Yes, the ledger alone in Esoka, the pyramid there, backdated even Egyptian pyramid. Now, see, Igbo Jomemi. Igbo is deep. Very, very deep. Igbo, they come inwe. Or they came way. Igbo they came way. Abu Nemweze this year. Easy. So if you think too much about our origin, though we still talk about this topic. This is just kind of a preamble, kind of introduction, so to say. I will still go deeper into this topic subsequently. Don't forget, subscribe to Onukube TV. Onukube, mouth, they talk. That is the meaning of Onukube. Now mouse, now we use the talk. In our team now, now.